being here at the Kelly and Kelly Crypto Show. We are here to assist you and help you and refine all of you into a new revolution, a new evolution, whatever, revolutionary. People of all places throughout this planet, 1% of us are doing what we're supposed to be doing, and that is learning step by step about cryptocurrency and crypto technology and how it can change your life, in your abundance, in your life. Don't get me wrong, I'm telling you the truth. The fiat money is already gonna get hit hard, and it doesn't even really figure that out just yet because it's already too late. Too late for them. It's over with. So where do you want to be? You want to be on over there, or do you want to be here? I'd say this is the place to be right now. We are the internal Nexxus rewards, Nexxus token, and we are growing the Nexxus token up, and we're earning Ether coins, and we're earning Bitcoin, and we're earning Nexxus coins. So join up at your mentor's referral link and learn how to further compensate yourself in Bitcoin, Ether coin, and Nexxus coin. Geez, what better could you do other than earning cryptocurrency versus having to go buy it? Oh gosh, learn how to further compensate with rewards direct sales, Nexxus rewards direct sales, which is generational wealth. You can bring a full team together and earn in that compensation plan as well. I mean, it's crazy what we got going on. And if you haven't seen our new 777 marketing lead page, oh my gosh, I have it scheduled to go out about 2 times a week on Twitter and on my Facebook group, page and everything else. And I'm learning all about cryptocurrency myself. And geez, if you're not in here figuring this stuff out at our Nexxus Coin core calls on Friday at 10 a.m., you're crazy not to. So welcome everyone. Kelly, take it away.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Can you give us a dose of that energy? You got plenty to share this morning. That's awesome. Oh, I love it. All right, guys. Yes, absolutely. If you're not in this, you're hesitating, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about hesitation. So let me switch myself over to the presenter. Before we actually get into what I want to talk about, I wanted to share a couple things with you. One, in the chat box down below, you will find the link for Discord, which is, we're moving over from Skype to Discord. So there's your invitation link. You're welcome to join us over there. So and share that with your team. We welcome everybody today on the 14th of August. It's one of my children's birthdays today. I was blessed 24 years ago with a beautiful girl. So anyway, a great day for me and great day for all of us to be here at Nexxus for sure. But just some industry news I want to share with you. Also, get in Discord, get that link. Second, I subscribe to this Ethereum World News. They have some great articles here. I love, they come out and they talk about some trading as well. Just some very simple, short articles that are worth getting in this system over here. Since we are an Ether token or under the Ether blockchain, Ethereum blockchain, it's good to kind of see what they're putting out there and keep up with them, right? So this is a great source. Again, it's Ethereum World News. If you want to subscribe, they actually, you get a little box pop up in on your desktop, and you can choose to open that up and look at those articles that come out a couple times a day. Also, I wanted to point out, because we're going to talk about hesitation here and why hesitation can change your world. This guy right here, the founder, and I'm not going to read the article, I just want to let you know what he started out with the Trezor wallet. Trezor wallet, the Trezor wallet is a hardware wallet, just like the Ledger wallet is. This guy started, it was formed with $45. Now we're here at Nexxus Partners, and to get started in Nexxus Partners is $50, right? If you want to start the bare basic. Now we have the leader packages at $500, $1,000, and $2,000, but you can get started for as little as $50. He started this in 2013, by the way, excuse me. 2013. So Bitcoin was already 4 years in the making. So it wasn't like he started at the very, very beginning. In 2013, he started with a $45 a month virtual machine. He has now turned that into a multi-million-dollar business. Why? Because he did not wait. He did not wait. And there's one key thing that he really says right here down, and he says, and this is important, however, many innovative and unique companies, applications, and platforms such as ChangeTip and Lawnmower failed to secure active user bases. That's why they failed. They didn't have stable revenue streams, and they didn't record, profits for their investors. Startups like ChangeTip were ultimately hired by multi-billion-dollar technology companies, including Airbits, Lawnmower, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I wanted to read. Let me see if, he says up here in the paragraph above it, blockchain has become massively successful businesses. Oh, shoot, I thought I knew where it was. Anyway, he's talking about branding. He talks about how they have to brand themselves. That is the key. You got to brand yourself out here. Blockchain asset portfolio management tools target professional traders, portfolio managers looking to expose themselves. Where is the branding? Where is the branding? It's such a short article. Where is it? Technology, financial institutions. Anyway, it's somewhere in this article. He talks about how they have to, you got to brand yourself. And he talks here that they had to, Lawnmower, which once allowed users to save cash, change, and Bitcoin, rebrand to more applicable platforms. You have to brand yourself. It's so important. And that's what we're doing at Nexxus, is branding ourselves. But again, this guy has turned, just in 4 years, his 3 companies now that he had, but he started out with $45 a month on one of the first mining pools out there, the slush pool, right? So, and it's still out there. And he's turned it into, along with Satoshi Labs and Trevor, as performing into multi-million-dollar businesses, or the Trevor. I just can't. It kind of reminds me of a guy named Trevor that I know. That's why it's hard for me to remember how to pronounce it. But keep in mind this, guys, hesitation can be a killer for you. When somebody shows you a great opportunity, don't hesitate, right? So I want to set the stage for why timing is perfect in a lot of things. We know this week right now, we're in a time of major change right now. It's like a reset. We've got the total solar eclipse coming up on the 21st of this month, right? We went a retrograde on the 12th. We're going Mercury direct on the 5th. And you might not follow astrology. You might not know what all that means. I learn on it all the time, trying to learn more. But this thing about a solar eclipse, to me, represents a total change. It's like the sun being able to hit reset. That's what I see. Just like when we reset our computer because Google Chrome is running slow, I'll do a reset on my computer and come back up. My browser is so much faster, right? So sometimes we have to reset. We're in a reset right now with our money. We're in a reset right now with the way we do money in business. And this reset, you don't need to hesitate, because each day you hesitate is another day that you're putting back something that could really change. Have you ever hesitated to pull out, like in a traffic circle, and you waited long enough to where you almost got hit? Have you ever hesitated to put on those brakes, in the car, which made the other car behind you have to slam on brakes? I mean, things like, sometimes we just all the time, go with your gut. Don't hesitate. But when, showing you an opportunity like Nexxus Partners, and I'll get into that in a minute, but first I want to set the stage for what we're in right now. Take seriously what's happening in the universe. We are all part of the universe. We're all energy in this universe. And what this universe does, and what this Mother Earth does, which is a sentient being as well, really affects what we do. We talk about on these shows how important your thinking is, your positive thinking, what you focus your energy on, focus, energy, higher frequency vibration, upping your standard, all these things that we put into place right here. Now you can be out there fumbling around and thinking that, oh, you know, I've only got 20 more years to live. How many people in their 70s you hear them say that? Oh, I don't need to learn all that stuff. Sure, you're 70. Why don't you learn this stuff? Well, it's fun, and who knows, it might add 40 years to your life. So, and because we know keeping the brain active is very important. So that being said, I want to show you the next 10 years of when we have total eclipses too. Each one of these resets, in my opinion, is a massive level of upgrade to the universe, to the energy, to the frequency. And of course, we know I mentioned that August 21st is this year. Next week from today, a week from today, we will be experiencing that eclipse, you know. The next one's July the 2nd of 2019. Of course it is. That's my born day anniversary. July 2nd has always been an important day on many things that have happened in our past history, whether we, you know, whether we got the real truth or not, it still have important events have happened. And you look at these dates and you see kind of how they're positioned. You know, one's on the spring equinox in 2020. In 2020, clear vision, right? 2020. So I just wanted to point that out. And before, I'm going to show you some Nexxus things, but first I want to move into what hesitation and how we can change what we're doing here. Let me just read this right here. I think this will drive us into what I'm getting at. The sun has a sense of all-pervasive brilliance, which does not discriminate in the slightest. It is the goodness that exists in a situation, in oneself, in one's world, which is expressed without doubt, hesitation, or regret. The sun principle also includes the notion of blessings descending upon us and creating sacred world. It also represents clarity without doubt. That sun is amazing. And that sun is going to, you know, when it resets, and we're in that period, you know, of resetting, where you can reset your destination, your financial destination, your confidence destination, all this, if you just go within and let this reset for you. No hesitation or regret. Let me enlarge this so you can see this better maybe. If you could achieve results that far surpass your expectations and investment, would you do it? Now think about that. If you take this $50 investment that I'm going to show you in a minute, where we have all these tools to help you grow, and this business solution that all you have to duplicate, Kelly mentioned the 777, I'm going to show you that in a minute, how you just duplicate this. If you could achieve the results that surpass your expectations and investment, would you do it? Would you do it? Of course you would. Now, but we got a lot of people like this guy right here who says he can't afford to pay, you know, $50 or $5 share of server costs, right, or whatever it is, $50 to get education, the wealth, the real wealth, education. But he'll go out and buy a $50 amusement park ticket. How many people do you know that say, you know, I can't afford it, I'm letting paycheck to paycheck, but their best country bands coming to the you know, the outdoor arena over here next month, and the tickets are $75, but you got to go see Bryant, whatever his name is, right? You know, $75, you don't treat yourself that much. But they could buy a whole summer pass next year if they get invested in a business solution, and they won't miss a single concert where they can go out there and network. Of course, their Nexxus Partners business. But you got to change that mindset. You got to change that mindset of poor me to seeing the bigger vision, right? Don't ever hesitate. A moment of hesitation may cause you a lifetime of regrets. Now, don't sit there and regret. It's a waste of time. So to not do that, to not sit there and say, oh, I regret, I did this, I regret, don't do that. Don't do that. I got a special picture I'm going to share for Kelly Ann in a minute. But a moment of hesitation, don't hesitate. I'm telling you right here, I would not be here every Monday doing this to pull you into something that has not got the opportunity to fulfill your every imagination of what you want your lifestyle to look like. Your every imagination of what you perceive and see your future to be in abundance. You can manifest that. But you got to first take action and take that step and get to work. It's fun work. It's play work. I mean, heck, we're sitting here freeing the planet from a monetary system that's got us all enslaved to debt. That paper is a debt note. It's a federal note. It's a federal debt note. It's in a private money system. We can free ourselves by getting out of that, and we are doing that. Sometimes this technology seems complicated, and I can tell you, it does to me sometimes too, but you go back and you read something several times and it starts to make more sense. If you just educate yourself a little bit each day and go out there and share this with people, that's all you got to do. It is rolling over the streets of every city on this planet right now, whether you know it or not. It's happening, and you are in the perfect position right now. You are one of the very, very lucky ones. Those of us that know about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency are very lucky. Those of us that know about Nexxus Partners are on top of being very, very lucky. We are the cream of the crop. Let me see. Oh, there's the one for Kelly. I regret nothing. Regret nothing, right? One of my pictures went away that I wanted to show you. This one. While one
Muted. Unmuted.
While one person hesitates because he feels inferior, the other is busy making mistakes and becoming superior. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to say something that you don't know, you don't have the answer to. All of us are. It's Andreas Antonopoulos probably makes mistakes, right, in this technology. He says he learns every day, and he's one of the most knowledgeable in this space. And he just, every day is a learning. Time is something you don't ever get back, right? That minute that we had a minute ago, I'll never get that back. That hour I had an hour ago, I never get back. So don't waste any second of it, right? Again, don't hesitate. Don't feel inferior. Don't feel inferior for what you know. You're one of the most knowledgeable people on this planet when it comes to cryptocurrency right now. If you've been tuning in to our calls, if you've been going through the courseware, you're one of the most knowledgeable people on the planet. And if other people don't comprehend it, it's because they are not up to your knowledge. And Kelly was saying a while ago, be careful who you surround yourself with. If those around you can't quite grasp it, go find you a meetup, a Bitcoin meetup, and surround yourself around people that are more knowledgeable than you are, because that's where you become more knowledgeable as well. Get on these calls. Kelly and I don't know everything, but we can at least show you some things that we're focusing in, like I did this morning, a website where you can go get some extra news that you might not have come across your radar yet. News articles about where a lot of these companies have started out with $45 a month, right? And they've turned into multi-million dollar. How would you like to take that $50 a month with Nexxus Partners and become a multi-million dollars in 4 years? Would that work for you? Would you get over feeling like you're inferior? Sure you would. But you got to change that mindset. You got to change that mindset, and you got to regret nothing. If you go out there and fall on your face today, sharing it with 3 people, don't regret it. Look at it as an accomplishment and get out there and do it again. Courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway, right? This is something that I faced over the last 4 or 5 years. Just have the courage to go out there and do something. We see people out there branding themselves all the time, and you think, I could never do what they're doing. They're out there exposing all their private information and all this, talking about what they do on a daily basis and all that. But people tune into that. People like that kind of thing. They like to, see people out there, and they don't feel like that being's being stupid, but they feel like if they did it, they would feel stupid. Get over that. Have the courage to go out there and be that magnificent being that you are. This kept popping up today over and over and over and over when I was looking for these memes. And so I'm going to read it. And, this is your secret. This is my secret. This is everybody's secret to success right here. When you're sharing your Nexxus business, as I'm going to show you in just a minute, this is all you got to do. Guard well within yourself that treasure, kindness. Just be kind, guys. Know how to give without hesitation. Don't ever hesitate to give. Some of the biggest givers in the world have the very least. You will find that to be true. You'll find that to be true. You watch the homeless people on the street. Now, how to lose without regret, how to acquire without meanness. So when you do acquire, acquire it with kindness, acquire it with love. And when you lose, there's no such thing as loss. It's all lesson. There's no such thing as you lost it or I didn't do well. No, it was a lesson. Everything is a lesson. So again, guard well within yourself that treasure, which is kindness. That's the secret to everything. Know how to give without hesitation. Give. I'm going to show you, we've got the tool that sets you up in the business to be able to give to people the knowledge, the true wealth, to set them on a pace, to up their standard, to get into this cryptocurrency that will protect them, this peer-to-peer cryptocurrency. How to lose without regret and how to acquire without meanness, okay? So that's your key right there. That's how to do it. So what is Nexxus Partners? So hopefully Google Chrome will participate with me here this morning. Nexxus is, we've already put together over 2 years now of building what Nexxus Partners is. We have utility behind our Nexxus coin, which is NXX, our token, which is you can look at it as the core, like the center of the earth. Our Nexxus token is the center of the earth. So we got to have that center. It's vibrant, right? It's vibrant. It's beautiful. And there's no telling if we could look at the very center of the earth what it would actually look like. It's probably just an absolute paradise. So we can look at the Nexxus token as the paradise, right? But look at the earth, the beautiful earth, whether you think it's flat or round, whatever. It's just, whatever you want it to be. It's still what you're seeing, what we're living in, right? That's the Nexxus Partners. That's the ecosystem. That's the day-to-day everything. That's what you need. That's what we need when we're up here. So because we've got a financial tyranny, so this is how you want to go in, and I'll show you what this business summary is all about for you to understand. If you're new here on the call, or you are not quite grasping it, and you're going to go out today and talk to some people, you got a meeting to go to, basically take this graphic summary, and this is what you want to do. Let everybody know there is a financial tyranny coming. And this point right now of this eclipse, this changing, this reset of the sun, this big financial reset, whatever's happening right now, people have, it won't go away by doing nothing. Acquiescence will not do you any good. Being silent will not do you any good. Doing nothing will not be doing you any good. You got to take actions in order to prepare and protect and to prosper. So first of all, you let everybody know there is a financial crisis happening right now, and we have spent the last 2 years putting together a way for people to come into this, to come into our community and empower yourself, right? So we got our cryptocurrency token. We got it secure. It's the core. It's the core, but what it needs to be able to have value is we built utility for that coin to have the value. So first you come into the knowledge, right? You come into the knowledge and learn about what cryptocurrency is. You learn about the history of money. You go through the courses here. You learn about the history of money. You learn about the Bitcoin solution, and you learn about the fundamentals of cryptocurrency. I would suggest before you go out there and get yourself a wallet, do this, right? Get yourself certified. You can get certified. We also have a scholarship program. That's your basis. That's getting your foot wet. That's, you got one foot in the door there. Then you're going to go and you're going to go ahead and take the next. We have 3 qualifications. You can get certified with the knowledge, and then you can come into giving us more utilization by becoming a qualified affiliate, which it shows you down here. So you got general and you got qualified. But that means if you're becoming a qualified, you're setting up merchants and shoppers. You're actually going out to the community and you're showing people how to embrace cryptocurrency on a local level. So we're bringing cryptocurrency, this technology, to Main Street. That's where adoption happens. That's the big part for you. Even though you're sitting here, as Kelly told us earlier, you can sit right here and you can earn Bitcoin, Ethereum coin, and Nexxus tokens. by far the best way to get yourself in this is by earning, right? You don't have to do anything but share this with people. Be active. Go out there and share this knowledge that you have. Show them this ecosystem that we have. And that's all. And then join our community. Become part of our community here, because this technology moves every day. There's new ecosystems being built. There's ecosystems being upgraded. Everybody, this is such a flowing technology that every day it just gets better. Every minute, every second, it just grows and gets better. So once you learn the fundamentals and why you need to be here, you need to plug into our community. You need to get over there to the Discord and plug in with the community and be active on our forum. Be active. Well, we're transitioning from Skype, but be active there. And to tell you the truth, we have so many tools for you not to do this. Even if you're a homebody and what you want to do is just stay home and all you want to do is just work from home, well, you can do that. Let my lead page come up here. You can do that. We have all kind of things right here for you to be able to do that. We just came out with our Nexxus 7.7 plan. I'm hoping that it will roll. I've got it open here. If you can't hear it, let me know and I'll shut it off. But listen to this. It's a short little video. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't want to give anybody any suggestions on anything, but I was having a conversation with somebody this weekend that basically said, well, I'm not really able to save anymore, but my savings account, well, I'm not having to take out of my savings account. And I just wanted to say, well, you know what? You're really losing by having that money in a savings account when you consider inflation. And it's unfortunate because going through 12 years and even 4 years of college, nowhere has this sweet being been taught how to actually invest. And, and sometimes it's not done in the home either because parents are so busy and the kids just don't really want to grasp it, or, and it really, to make no excuses, we're so busy, we don't a lot of times take the situation. We kind of think the kids are getting it in school when we learn that they really didn't. Our schools are not set up to teach how to invest. Being in a savings account is doing nobody any good, especially if the paper crashes, because anything in paper, anything in that asset class will crash as well if it happens. It may never happen, right? But the experts say it is. So teaching people that, gosh, if you're somebody that could just take $2,000, because this 777 is you take $2,000 one time, and is your initial setup in Nexxus, and then you only pay $50 after that, and probably not $50. That $2,000 can be one time out of pocket, and you can cover that $50 just by your earnings of just duplicating the system, the 777. Would 40,000, would 20,000, would 10,000, would $5,000? Even if it didn't work 777, say it worked 752, 715, whatever, right? It didn't work exactly. Would $5,000 make a difference in your life per month right now? I know most everybody it would. Really, and I said it a couple weeks ago on the show, is $300 to $400. That makes a difference in somebody's life right now. The majority of people are only 2 weeks or 3 weeks away from being totally broke. So they're living paycheck to paycheck. If you can show them, even if you don't have the $2,000 to do the 777, there's a $1,000 opportunity. There's a $500 opportunity. And if you just don't have that, still come in at the $50. $50 is nothing. Change the way you do some things in your life. If you're, broke after you pay all your bills, cut down on something. It could be just shutting off your cable, right? I mean, how expensive is that? It's expensive to sit and watch those brainwashing shows, those sitcoms, all that kind of stuff. I know it can be enjoyable, but so can $5,000 a month can be life-changing for you and get you out of the house and get you meeting some friends and get you really feeling good about yourself, right? There's all kind of things that if you take that initiative, because mostly all of it's mental. Everything we've been taught and brainwashed anyway is mental. We're not addicted to anything. It's mental. So again, you are the one that can get on these rails, and you can ride that train over to cryptocurrency, and you can be in control of your financial future. And it's more than that. It's more. You're being part of a movement that's huge. So I wanted to show you that little video, and I do hope you guys heard it. And I also want to show you we just got tons of resources back here. This is our university resource. We've got the PowerPoint back here, which I have right here. If you want to go meet somebody and show them this PowerPoint, the 7-7 PowerPoint plan. Come on, guy. Come on, little computer. Show it for me. It's very simple for you to just walk through. It's like 10 slides maybe. Just showing people. Take that. Come on. This is a 7-7 plan. We're going to run through these slides, computer. Come on, Dale. Just take $50 one time, or take that $2,000 one time and invest it. Show people how you can, the $50 gets you bonus qualified. You're done. You're bonus qualified for whatever rank you meet. Take a one-time product order of $2,000 and turn it into $12,000 if you want to sell our product retail. If you want to sell it, we got a retail, we got real value here. We got real utility. We have a real retail product. You can take this education and you can take that $2,000 and turn it into $12,000. If you have $2,000 sitting in your savings account, will the bank help you turn it into $12,000? How long would it take you to turn it into $12,000? Well, actually, it could never happen. It could never happen, even if they were offering you 0.5%, because inflation comes into play, right? And that by the time it got to $12,000, it wouldn't be worth $12,000. So anyway, you got a way to change this, and that's another thing that cryptocurrency shows us, is that we can take and we can drive the value of our tokens and our coins over here by utilization. So all you got to do is refer 7 affiliates who do exactly what you did, which is take $2,000 and change their life, and then you get $6,000 in bonus. How cool is that? Do that in 30 days, and you have just reached that $6,000 level. Teach those 7. Stop recruiting then, and help those 7 get their 7. Help those 7 get their 7, and you have just helped them earn $6,000, and you have just earned $7,000 more. Do that the next 30 days, right? First 30 days was your 7. The next 30 days is their 7. Then in that third 30 days, you are at the potential. This is where this is real game changer. $40,000 in Bitcoin or Nexxus coins or however, Ether, however you want to get this. Not in fiat, but $40,000. That's game changing. That's that new car if you want to go out, so you feel really, really good about being that Nexxus partner, right? Or take half of it. You can buy a nice car, a nice used car for $20,000. Um, so, you know, right now, the coins are at pennies, but when they become $10 each, you're looking at $1 million. $100 each, $10 million every month. This is big. My numbers are going big these days, guys. We're $1 million, 100,000, million. We're talking billions and trillions and quadruple whatever and others. Now, I mean, numbers are getting real big. Look at just look at what we're dealing with the addresses now. It's so funny when we first came into this space, people would say, "You need my address?" It's 123 Main Street. No, your address, your coin address, which is numbers, a long string of numbers, right? All you got to do is take action. Don't hesitate. Just join us and find 7 people that you want to work with. Find 7 people that you feel are more smart than you are, because those are thinkers. Those are, find that guy, that professor that you know. Find that financial advisor that you know. Find people that you spend money with and say, hey, you know what? I do business with you, and I want to show you a business that I'm doing, and because I would like you to join me. I like you. And I like the way you conduct business. And I thought about you when I found this business, and I want to bring you in because it's a movement. It's changing the way money and business is being done, and you will be an asset here. Show people how good you feel about them. Spread that kindness. Spread that kindness. When you make people feel good, it reciprocates, it comes back. That's what you got to do. We don't sit there and try to beat somebody that has less knowledge than you. We can help those people, we can move those people along, but not if they're open-minded. You probably can get them in. If they're closed-minded, you're beating a sack, right? It's just, don't waste your time. You won't get back today. So utilize every second of this day to be productive, to do what it is you need to do, and position yourself here. So I'm hoping that we have some questions. I'm hoping that we have some people that would like to come on and share some stories that they're doing. So Kelly, we got any questions or any hands raised?
Not right now. Guys, engage. I would have to say that you're going to have to Discord me that gift that you were showing earlier. No regret. Walking around with no regret. What a life to live when you're living in a regret type world, or a debt type world, or a world where you're making mistakes, which is always happening. I just made a mistake. I muted Kelly before she even said that by accident, and I thought that was ironic. We make mistakes, and I make mistakes, and I don't really regret them. But so moving over into this cryptography in the right part of cryptography, because you can actually be in the wrong part of it also, if you want to call it wrong, or if you want to call it harmful. It can be very harmful. And most likely no one's going to help you out. You've got to figure that out on your own. There's a lot of that going on right now. We can't ignore the fact that we have that happening in the blockchain space to make it appear as though it looks like something, when it's really just taking away all of your freedoms. And I don't think that's why we're here. I mean, I know I'm here to be more of a sovereign being, and I am here to be free, and that is my #1 value, but not just by myself in an individual way, but in a collective. So I've moved from my own individual selfishness, which is, I think all of us have that to an extent, to, I can see there's a collective, and I can see that all of those relationships or networking and these these people that I've never even really even met before in person, one-on-one in the, seeing their face in reality outside of virtual, I am still in a collective with them as well. So the 777 is a collective. And if you don't do 7, you could do 3. You could do half what Kelly just told you and still do very well. You could do that. You could do a third of what Kelly just said and you'd still do well. Now this 777 is based on your fast start. So when you sign up as an affiliate, that clock starts ticking down. And what date was it, Kelly, in July that we reset that clock? Was it the 7th of July for everyone?
I'm not sure which date it was, but somewhere around there. But it's in your back office. But if you join today, your clock starts today, and you got 90 days.
That's right, and that's your 7/7 full plan. Now you also have your loyalty, and the loyalty is my favorite. I love the 777, and it's always been here. It's just a matter of comprehending how it all works. That's an awesome, awesome fast start bonus. But the loyalty is always there. So check out that loyalty because that's a very large Bitcoin or Ether transaction based on your team build. And your team build could be, you have 500 people on your team based on the numbers, and you would then qualify for that first check, and then that would go to the next check and the next check. But by starting your fast start at the 777, then you're just basically getting that catalyst going right away, and it just a big burst of huge amounts of energy and connectiveness and resonance or collectiveness, where everyone is just getting that ball rolling, and then you're in, and you know that you're helping everyone because it's not something that's going to we're just going to shut down tomorrow like a lot of these do, where you have like a withdrawal limit, for instance. Anything that limits your withdrawals is a red flag. Like that is period, end of story. That is the first question. I mean, anything that says you cannot withdraw in a certain amount of days, I would run as fast can be. You're wasting your energy, and you're wasting your friend's energy, and you're hurting people. You might do really, really well, but some people won't. So I don't know. It just depends on what you want to do with your time that you're spending on this planet in something that is very sustainable or not, and sustainability is a big word. It's a word that is very much a big part of my life. When I was young, I never even knew what the word sustainable meant, never even talked about it, never cared, never even really quite got it. I did start to get it in my 20s, but my job took me away from being what I wanted to be. I was a vegetarian. I was going in that direction as in my 20s, but I was too involved in my work job, and it took me away from who I really was. So, and what I was really wanting to achieve on this planet. I was very lost. Let's just put it that way. So, the 777 is something you can start right away, and you can pull, like I said, just do yourself and then do 3 others or do 2 others. You get them ready, and then it's right there on the left-hand side of your portal when you log in. It's right there on the left is where you click that and then put in your 500, 1,000, or 2,000, and then they'll do the same. And get the ball rolling. Get those people together and show them either the video that Kelly showed you, which is amazing, or this is great too. There's just too many resources, really. We are here to assist you. We are here to assist you. So Facebook group, Skype, Discord, we're here, So great job, Cal.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the message that I'd like everybody to go away with today is share this and use the tools that you have. If you're not yet signed up with Nexxus, get signed up and have your sponsor help you. Learn where these tools are. Learn to set up a game. Sit down with your sponsor, your mentor, and set a game plan for yourself. Write down everybody that you know that you want to talk to about this. Put money aside for a minute. Put your earnings aside for a minute and just go out and do the work, and then the earnings come. And they won't stop either as long as you keep duplicating your outline of what you need to do. Do it every day for 90 days regardless. Rain, snow, hurricane.
You know what, not to interrupt you, but also you guys, I mean, if you want to do a webinar or if you want to do a show, whatever you want to call it, you can call it whatever you want. We will help you with that and get you the tools that you need to bring, you know, your 7 people or your 3 people or your 25 people or your 100 people to one webinar, and then Kelly and I will come and we'll help you with it, or we'll just give you the tools you need and you can show them and we can talk about this and discuss this and get it going today. Not tomorrowism, but today. Get it going right now. Right now is the time to plan on that. You know, there you go.
Do not hesitate. Exactly. Do not hesitate. Well, we've had some members, we've had some leaders step up doing their own. So that's our message for today, and we'll let you know that Lawson Graves has stepped up to do his own calls, his prospecting calls. They are Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. The links have been set out by email, and they're always on our Facebook and Skype. And do get connected with Discord, where we'll be sliding over to that, which is a much better platform. Also, John Williams has stepped up. He started doing a prospecting call on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. And always, we'll be back here Thursday at 11 a.m. for Kelly and Kelly Eastern, and 10 o'clock. Never miss the core team community call on Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern. So we are here as a community to help elevate you in consciousness and knowledge and earnings and value and utility, all of that in this one space of co-creating right here. So all you got to do is say, yes, I want to join and be a Nexxus Partners, and then get your game plan in order, and then you're on your way. Have fun at this. It's absolutely fun. This is incredible times that we're in. So we appreciate everybody being here today. You, just by being here, have made a great step. Now go out and take some more action on the knowledge that you've learned and go share it with the world, because you are an asset to the energy, to this universe. You are an asset. Go shine. You are a star. Go shine. You're made out of the same stuff the stars are, right? You know that, right? So anyway, love to you all, and aloha. Thanks, Kellyanne.
Love you, Starseed.
You too, Stardust.
Walakota.